Hi everybody, it is Courtney from the Order of the Planner Stencils. I am coming to you with week 4 of the things that I am doing for my Soft Launch 2026 program in my planners and journals. So I do kind of want to talk about last week and this week and my life. When I started this, I said I would probably fall behind, and I have a little bit. Technically, I haven't yet. I still am in week 3. I still could finish it today. I'm struggling on making my cover page for my bullet journal. In my head, it has such like mystic, it's got to be perfect, and I'm struggling with it. But I plan to do it either today or tomorrow. I know I said I would film that and post that this week, and I still will film it and post it. I just have to make myself do it. This is this whole week leading up has been prepping for the Planner Boss Collective sale in my shop. If you don't know, I sell stencils. And that sale is my biggest of the year. It happens 3 times a year when I'm lucky enough to participate. And it's a lot of prep work, and it's a lot of work during it, posting and making content and all that stuff. So I've been kind of in the weeds with that. And today is the last day. I have a huge live tonight in the Planner Boss Collective sale group. And it's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure and a lot of time commitment. So that extra little bit of making my cover page in my bullet journal, I haven't been able to make myself do, but I plan on doing it either today or this week. So it still will be filmed. I do have my word of the year page done. It's been filmed. I just haven't had time to edit it. So that will also be posted this week. And then kind of a note going forward, there's going to be some weeks like this. I've got some things coming up. So on these like reviews of what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to probably just talk about some of the spreads that I'm going to make, and then make them and post them during the week. And that way it'll be a little bit more manageable for me to not have to like rush and do these things. So the first step for this week that I'm taking is our date discovery. I'm going through all my planners from my planners from this year. I do actually already have a birthday log set up, and that's something that I will definitely transfer over, and it might be one of my extra spreads that I do this week if I have time. But then I'm also going to write down the dates of vacations that we've already started to plan. I know there's already some concerts announcing for next year that I want to look into, any big sporting events, things like that. And then obviously, like if I had a kid, it'd be my school schedule and all that, but I don't. So, like I'll have the birthdays written down, and then I'm also going to make a future log, which is not this part, that's the next part. But, this is also something I'll do in my other planners. Like for my business planner, I don't think there's any dates for any 2026 sales yet, but I'm going to kind of look and see when applications have started, planner conferences for 2026, things like that. I'm going to start writing down and being able to have those in my business planner. And then in my reading planner, I've already started keeping track of like 2026 releases from authors that I'm really excited about. That's in my current planner. When I get my next year's Bookworm Life Planner, I will move that over to the most anticipated page. So in my Bookworm Life this year, this has been my 2025 most anticipated page. There's been so many books that came out this year that I actually needed several pages. So when I get that one, that's something that I'll just transfer over, the ones that I already have written down for 2026. And then, of course, in my junk journal, there's not really anything. So my junk journal is really going to be kind of like, now that I've already got the cover page, I don't have much else to do. So we won't really be talking about that one as much. So next thing I'm going to do is to set up a future log in my bullet journal. And again, that's something that I will do and film this coming week, and will be posted in here as soon as I do. My future log is something that helps me stay on track. This is my one from this year, and I will probably pretty much copy it. I love the little like friendship bracelet motif I have going on, and I love the "I am an architect, I'm drawing up the plans" quote because it's from Taylor Swift. I have a mini calendar of each month, and it's all divided into the 12 months, and then under it I have space for any dates, and then I just kind of highlight in the calendar when something's going on. For the next step, I am going to set up a goals page. This is another one that I've kind of done the same thing every year, and I plan on continuing to do that. You can see this year, I I set it up and didn't really do a great job of using it because I set it up so late. So setting it up this early is going to give me time to kind of brainstorm some of those goals. And again, that's something I will film this week and post it as soon as I do. And then I'm also going to do this for my shop goals. This is in my bullet journal, and I will have this in my bullet journal for next year as well as my shop planner. So I'm going to make that and set that up in both of those. And then finally, the last step is to brainstorm some planner spreads. I kind of know in my head how I want to set up most of them, so I'm not really going to be doing too much with that aspect of it this month or this week, and that's why I put the bonus of pick another couple spreads to do. So this is going to be kind of a wild card. If I have time this week, I will film a couple, or I will do and film a couple of extra spreads and show you, but I am going to look at some of my spreads and pull out the supplies for them so they have them ready to go when I want to do them. And that is the quick and easy version of what I'm going to be doing this week in my planners for the Soft Launch 2026. If you want to see the individual steps explained, go to part 1. And if you're following along, let me know how you're doing, if you're not behind like I am. And join me again next week for week 5.